I always get asked how I annotate, so let me show you how I do that kind of in depth. This isn't even half of my annotated collection, so I annotate a lot, and this is what I found I really liked. I pretty much use a different annotation system for every book because every book I read is different and so are the characters. I would recommend reading the first chapter of a book before you annotate it so you can see what you like. For example, with Song of Achilles, I wasn't planning on doing anything about the writing, but I ended up making a whole tab just about the writing style because of how much I loved it. Same goes for Crescent City. I ended up making a whole tab just dedicated to when I related to the main character because I found her so relatable. For example, with these two, I literally just had tabs for when I was doing smut, but I wouldn't have that in a book like fucking Girl in Pieces, if you know what I mean. But for example, Girl in Pieces was a much sadder book, so I had a tab dedicated to when I found like the main girl was finding hope or a reason. Kind of Gilded Bones is in a series, so I had a moment between certain characters I liked would get an annotation tab. I was planning on reading the whole Furyborn series, so I have a tab dedicated to world building and important parts. Also, if you haven't noticed, every annotation I do matches the cover. I think this literally looks so good. I literally adore doing this. So you may be wondering if you're always like changing what you're annotating and how you're annotating. How do you remember? I know writing in your books isn't for everyone, so I'll just write it on top of the tab so you can just take it off and it's not written on there. And then I also remember. Written annotations, I honestly just have fun with it. Like, they literally mentioned Goodreads here, and I said I hate Goodreads because I do. Normally just underlining certain lines I liked or things that are important. I'll do arrows to connect things if I didn't have enough room to write them in a certain spot. Sometimes I talk about how things relate in my own life, what I think about something. Sometimes I'm literally just saying fun things. Like, I don't think anything is honestly that serious. I just use the Post-it brand. It's my favorite because they have so many colors on the pack. I just get these at Walmart or Amazon. I just use the black Uniball pen. It's by the company Vision. If you are left-handed, however, it will smear because it does need a second to write. So like when you're writing. So I would just look out for that.